Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rogan and this is This Bahamian Gyal, home of big hair, bold looks, and big laughs. I show you how to break the internet without breaking the bank. Yes, I am back. This time I'm weighing into some pop culture. You guys know I love pop culture. And I'm talking about the Kardashians. They are everyone's favorite punching bag. I swear that the family America just loves to hate. But while they've made their mistakes, and I mean, what family hasn't, I actually enjoy certain family members. So like many of you, I was glued to my TV this week to watch the family's reunion special on E! And during the episode, I found myself feeling really sorry for Khloe Kardashian. She's gone through a lot in that family and she's had her life's missteps and failures broadcast before the world. That has to be hands down the most difficult thing, but I think that she's been handling it with grace. There are times when I don't agree with Khloe Kardashian, but in this instance, I really saw a different side of her and it really made me feel sorry. So I know this is an unpopular position. I know you guys probably don't even want to hear anything positive about Khloe Kardashian or her family. You know what? If that's the case, then don't tune into this channel. Trust me, because I like to keep it real here on my channel. And I really feel sorry for this girl. I'm going to outline exactly why. So if you're interested in knowing why, continue watching. So the Kardashians ended their iconic show after 20 seasons on E! 20 seasons is a very long time in TV history, guys. And so the family sat down with Andy Cohen and he interviewed them, just talking about highlights over the years, of course, the low points in their lives. And we got to hear a lot from the family. But the person who I was really interested in listening to was Khloe Kardashian. You know, she's been in the headlines recently for her changing appearance. And of course, her love life with Tristan Thompson, basketball player Tristan Thompson, who's also the father of her daughter, True. And it's just been a really rough ride for Khloe Kardashian. Like I said in the intro, I know a lot of people aren't interested in hearing anything positive about this family. But you know what? I do feel really sorry for Khloe. So I'm going to take it back to season 1 when the family first got exposed nationally and even internationally. So we've seen Kim Kardashian millions of times. We'd seen her hanging on the shoulder of Paris Hilton. You know, we'd seen pictures of her from she was a kid. She's always been a very beautiful girl. Same thing for her sister Kourtney. Khloe has been the butt of everyone's jokes from the family's show debuted on E! People called her fat, called her chunky, overweight, ugly. They criticized her about her nose. They criticized her about her hair. Yes, her hair. I think her hair is gorgeous. And they criticized her about her hair. There were rumors about her not being a real Kardashian, that Rob Kardashian was not her father. People were saying that O.J. Simpson was her father. And then they said that one of the men that Kris, her mom, had an affair with was her father. There's always been like these rumors about who her real dad is. And it's just so hurtful. I can't even imagine what she's been going through. For 20 seasons, she's had to deal with this foolishness, right? And it's been constant jabs at her appearance. Just recently, I was talking to somebody who was saying, oh, the Kardashians are always just making sure they're so made up on social media and having the weaves, having all the hair and all this, having all the makeup, all this stuff. And I'm like, well, we created that monster. Every time we pick people apart, that's what happens. And I think that's happened to the Kardashians as well. If you watch the segment or you watch the reunion special, Khloe said that she wasn't an insecure person before the show started. But, you know, with social media and all these different platforms popping up every single year, there's always been something to fight off. Somebody has something to say. People hide behind their computers and they say the most horrendous things about her and her family and of course her parents. I've even heard people call her Sasquatch, Bigfoot, and accuse her of having a face transplant. On the show, Andy Cohen asked her if she'd ever had a nose surgery or had surgery. She admitted that she had one nose surgery and she said that she had not talked about her rhinoplasty because no one asked. I don't know about that. The Kardashians are so open about every single thing that one was a little tough to swallow. That was a tough pill to swallow because it's like, well, you talk about everything and everyone, so like why hide that part, right? But I guess it was just another thing that she's just trying to keep for herself because people were so critical of everything about her, from her looks again to her body, her weight. And what was really, really telling was the fact that she said, like earlier on in the show, when she was a lot heavier, when they would go on casting calls, or, you know, they would do photo shoots, that sort of thing, her sisters, Kim and Courtney, would get like the pick of the litter, lots of clothes. Designers would send them lots of clothes, and they'd give her like 2 or 3 outfits, Khloe that is, and say, well, basically you're going to be in the back anyway, so no one's going to really see you. So they would just give her like 2 or 3 clothes. And I can't even imagine the type of complex that would have created in anybody, let alone somebody who's now on television and having to deal with that. Khloe is a tall girl. She's I think she's like 5'9", 5'10". She's much taller than her petite sisters, and she has naturally like brown curly hair. Her sisters have dark, beautiful hair. I never thought of her as ugly. I think she looks different, but I mean, if we look in our own families, we'll see that we look different. You know, even some people have the same parents. You know, somebody looks completely different. You know, that's how genes work. But it's been just really tough on this girl. Another thing is, you know, her public relationships have been so traumatic. You have to remember when she was with Lamar Odom. She was married to Lamar Odom, and he was cheating on her. He had a drug addiction problem. He had so many things that were going on, and behind closed doors, she was dealing with that. And even after they divorced, she still was there for him when he had his drug overdose. I mean, I think she was just like the dutiful wife. And rather than giving her props then, people still had something negative to say about Khloe Kardashian. And now with this scenario with Tristan Thompson, who's been most disrespectful, if you ask me, she's the one who's being blamed. That whole saga where Tristan kissed Jordan Woods, who was Kylie Jenner's best friend or whatever from they were children. I remember just being really upset with Khloe Kardashian at first, because I was like, it seems like she's just blaming Jordan Woods. And if you guys don't know the story, Jordan Woods was at a party with Tristan Thompson, and he leaned over and kissed her. And it was a big old stank. It was a big blow up, of course. Khloe in the reunion said that Jordan never really apologized to her for what had transpired. I think Tristan had gone around to each family member apologizing and trying to make amends, but his behavior has not changed. This girl, Khloe, I wouldn't wish anything that she's going through on my worst enemy, because it's a lot. To the point where you feel like people are always criticizing you for your looks. I mean, take a look in the mirror, each and every one of you. You know, everybody has their insecurities, something they wish they could change. And imagine being in the public eye and being under a microscope where someone is constantly nitpicking at the thing that you're insecure about, or you've been made to feel insecure about. You know, if we all had the money, I can't say we all, but if a good chunk of us had the money, we would change the very thing that really bothers us, whether it was our nose, it was our boobs, it was our butt, whatever. If we had the money and the resources that Khloe Kardashian and her family have, we might be doing the very same thing. It's hard to say that you wouldn't do it. But I just thought that that people were being unusually disrespectful and unkind to Khloe, and I didn't think that she deserved it. I like the fact that she opened up about so many things on the show. Like I said, the thing that really, really got to me was when she was telling the story about her sisters in the earlier season, like how she was treated differently. I hope that she doesn't go overboard with the surgery to the point where she is like self-mutilating, you know, trying to achieve some level of perfection that just does not exist. Sometimes I feel like Khloe is morphing into like her older sisters, pardon me. But I just hope that she just stops. And it's been reported that she left Tristan Thompson. I mean, she's left him before, so I don't know if she's going to go back. I don't know what kind of hold this man has on her where she keeps going back. I mean, it's possible for them to co-parent their daughter True and just keep it moving, because I feel like she deserves a lot of happiness. People can talk whatever they want to say. People can say whatever they want to say about Khloe, but I think like she's one of the most decent members of that family. I think that she has a big, tender heart. She's very caring, and she's the one that a lot of people can rely on. And so as a viewer, I don't know this woman from a can of paint, but as a viewer, I do feel really sorry for her. And I've seen so many YouTubers going in and just saying, oh, I don't feel sorry for her. And at first I really thought the same thing. You know, they were saying, oh, the family is a bunch of hypocrites and this, that, and the next. But you know what? I sat back and I really thought about it from her perspective and everything that she must be going through. And I have a different perspective. And this is from somebody who watched the Keeping Up with the Kardashians from season 1. But I really did enjoy Khloe's presence on the show. And I saw her mature, and I really, really do like her. She's one of my favorite Kardashian sisters. So I really felt sorry for her. And I think people who are bashing her, I mean, there might be some reason for them to feel a certain way, but I think it's just merely a lot of people just using the Kardashians as a punching bag. Sometimes they feel like, oh, well, they have money, they have access, they have this, that, and the next. You know, that should insulate them from whatever they're feeling. But that's not always the case. And I think sometimes having that access and that money makes it even more intense, makes the scrutiny even more intense. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Please drop comments down below, good, bad, or indifferent. If you don't agree, that's fine. If you agree, please leave comments down below and let me know what you think. New videos every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right here on my channel. And of course, follow me on my journey on my blog, www.thisbahamiangyal.com, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook at This Bahamian Gyal. Love you guys, and I'll see you next Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Bye.